Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most shocking stories in global travel right now. Reports suggest a growing boycott against traveling to the United States. The result? Empty airport terminals, major flight cancellations, and 5 leading airlines now facing serious financial trouble. But what is driving the sudden crisis? And how real is the threat to the future of U.S. aviation and tourism? Let's break it all down. The term boycott refers to a growing trend where travelers, especially from Canada and parts of Europe, are canceling or avoiding trips to the U.S. Recent data shows Canadian flight bookings to the U.S. dropped by nearly 70 to 75% compared to last year. Some European travel agencies are also reporting a noticeable decline, with tourists openly citing political tensions and dissatisfaction with new U.S. policies. While there isn't an official, organized global boycott, the numbers show a clear downturn that feels like one. Airports that once handled thousands of daily international arrivals are now reporting unusually quiet terminals. Several regional hubs, especially those relying heavily on Canadian and European travelers, are seeing large sections of departure lounges remain empty. Images and videos circulating online show check-in counters without lines, boarding gates half empty, and security checkpoints processing far fewer passengers. While U.S. airports are not completely deserted, the reduction is striking enough to spark headlines around the world. Reports suggest at least 5 major airlines that depend heavily on transatlantic and cross-border travel are under financial strain. Airlines cut back on routes between Canada and the U.S., with many carriers reducing flight capacity by nearly 40 to 50%. Loss of international travelers hits hard because these routes typically generate higher profit margins than domestic flights. Industry analysts warn that if this trend continues for several months more, some airlines may be forced to ground fleets, delay expansions, or even seek government assistance. Several reasons are fueling the boycott movement. 1. Political climate. Recent immigration and visa restrictions under the Trump administration's renewed policies have created tensions. 2. Public perception. Many travelers, especially from Europe, feel unwelcome or fear stricter entry checks. 3. Economic costs. Stronger U.S. dollar and higher travel expenses discourage tourists already hesitant about political issues. 4. Social media influence. Viral posts and online campaigns amplify dissatisfaction, encouraging travelers to choose destinations other than the U.S. Tourism is a massive part of the U.S. economy. In 2024, the travel and tourism sector contributed over $2 trillion and supported millions of jobs. A steep drop in visitors doesn't just affect airlines. Hotels, restaurants, car rental companies, and theme parks all depend on foreign tourists. Some economists estimate that if this boycott trend continues for just a few more months, the U.S. could lose billions in revenue within just 1 year. Cities like Orlando, New York, and Las Vegas, which thrive on international visitors, are already bracing for financial shortfalls. Airlines are trying to shift focus by promoting domestic travel deals. Some carriers are cutting unprofitable international routes and reinvesting in local or Latin American markets. Airports are also lobbying the government to ease entry restrictions and rebuild trust with foreign travelers. Industry insiders believe rebuilding the U.S. travel brand will require coordinated efforts between airlines, airports, and policymakers. For American passengers, the immediate effect might be cheaper international tickets as airlines slash prices to fill empty seats. For foreign travelers, fewer direct flight options could mean longer travel times, limited routes, and higher costs if airlines cut services further. Travel experts suggest monitoring routes carefully because sudden cancellations could affect summer and holiday travel plans. This situation is more than just a travel story. It's a mirror of the current political and economic climate. Whether you call it a boycott or simply a shift in consumer behavior, the result is the same. Empty airports, financial strain on airlines, and billions at stake for the U.S. economy. The next few months will be critical in determining whether this crisis deepens or if the travel industry finds a way to bounce back. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. What do you think? Is this boycott temporary, or will it reshape global travel to the U.S. for years to come? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.